You know what? We'll go live, and yeah, there are people here. How about that? Hey, everybody!
Yeah,
Trying really hard to be on time, so we're doing better. We're working on it. We both like to
hi
talk
Mickey
so much.
M. Hi Janice.
Hey, Mickham. Hey, Janice. I know we've got messages to catch up on. I just got in. I've been at the Ark all day, so I will. I'm eager to see what y'all were talking about. So, how are you, Pam?
I am fine. A little bit
Awesome.
disappointed because Merdul was going to be on my stream tonight as a guest, but he's not feeling good, so he said maybe next
Mm.
week. So that kind of sucks.
He's supposed to be on Sunday also. He's scheduled this Sunday with you and I and the Fish
Yeah.
Mafia. So, hey, Pelham, welcome. So, I hope he feels better. Hey, Tom and Karen, Swampy
Hi
Acres.
Poppy.
I am loving the soap. It was the goat milk one that I
Oh my
started, and
gosh, that's cool. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on a video. I saw your video on that.
I take a shower
That's
with it
awesome.
and use it on my face. I don't have a separate soap for my face. I used to
Hi
back in the
Sandy.
day. Hey, Sandy, welcome, welcome. Howdy, you're Jeff.
Lasky,
Pelham
hello.
is Jeff. Try
Ian,
to remember
hello.
that. Vanoski, howdy, howdy. New local Austin, howdy, howdy. Baba, I like that. Or is it Bobo? Baba and Pam. We love that one. Yes, I do too. I do too. Did you happen to send me an extra bar, Tom? I didn't remember that I paid for that many. I don't know. But I probably did because I ended up going back and taking a couple out. I got way ahead of myself. And I'm like, no, you can't have that. You don't need that many right now at once. Hey, Bonnie, what's up?
Hey
What is
Benny.
up? So, I just told you, Pam, I just got in from, I started to say work from the Ark. And one of the dogs got adopted today. It was Tony.
Which one's
Tony,
that?
Tony, he's that brown chihuahua that stayed in the office
Oh
with
yeah,
Chico and
yeah.
Shaco. Yeah, a really nice couple that live over in Murphy, North Carolina, about an hour away.
That's
I'm
always
not
so
sure
cool
the.
when somebody gets a good home.
Oh, okay. I think she did, Tom, but anyway, I'm very happy with it. But yeah, got an awesome home, and she's a retired nurse, RN, and he's a retired respiratory therapist. They're both 70, but young 70s, like 55. And they have 10 acres, and so he'll love it there. And he rescues cats from their local kill shelter. So he's got like a cat, um, like a colony. Of course, they're all healthy and spayed and neutered and bedded, but they're feral cats, totally wild. So they live in houses outside that are temperature modified and all that. And
Oh, that's cool.
so, yeah, they're just cool people. William Pridemore, howdy, welcome. Come on in. My neck is hurting, so that's why I'm doing that. Besides being lazy. But yep. So that's what's going on. And Chico, I know everybody knows Chico that stays in the office, the Pomeranian. He's at the vet getting that tumor taken out of his booty tomorrow. So I'm sure he'll be fine, but
Oh,
a
that's
lot
always
going
a
on.
worry though.
Yeah.
Hi Mark.
Hey, Mark, welcome. Rosie, not Rosie, Holly. Holly's sitting here staring. Holly, Holly Caruth. Holly Caruth. Holly. She's not going to talk now. I'm convinced, I haven't had her to the vet, but that she's got the same or the similar thing like Daniel the Beagle had, the dementia. Sometimes she walks in her room, if she doesn't see me, she starts screaming.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a baby. And she sleeps with Yazi and Milo and me, and he would never would have allowed that 6 months ago, but she does. Let's see, what's going on fish wise? Fish wise. I'm so in love with my mud skippers. Love
Yeah.
them. It's my plan tonight, this evening, is to get. I've got plenty of rocks. Get some rocks over there and um, make that waterfall look more natural. And I've also, I want y'all's opinion on this. I've also got this rock that I couldn't remember, but it's purple jade.
Oh,
And
oh,
I put a couple of them in the water here, and they
yeah.
turned so beautiful. And um,
I love
Rob,
those. I love
Rob,
those.
Rob at Aquatic Aesthetics got some more in, and a lot of
Oh,
it
did
has
he?
like, yeah, but he's had like veins in them, and he had them in tanks, and he's not going to sell those. They're awesome. These are awesome too. But anyway, I was thinking about putting these in the where the mud skippers are. I don't see why they couldn't. I mean,
So
they've
you're
got their
you're gonna have the proverbial box of rocks in your house
exactly
that we can compare you to.
right, right. It's an accurate comparison. All right, shots fired, Sandy. You heard it. Whoop! Hit Holly in the head with my cup. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna. I can always take them out if it doesn't look good. They seem like they want more. Besides that, 1/3 of it being sand, that they want more out in the water, more things to get on. So I'll try it out. Oh, Sharpie just commented on Paul McCarthy's post and disappeared. Let's see, Swampy Acres bomb. It's confirmed. It's
just while I'm having
confirmed.
a cigarette and coffee, I need my cigarette and coffee. I took a nap
Oh,
and just woke up, so
I know who that is. How nice. Did you see that? Tom said, Bob, it's confirmed you did get an extra bar. Thanks for being one
oh,
of
that was nice.
for being one being one of our mods. Oh, well, I enjoy doing that. That's, you don't need to do that, but I'll definitely be getting some more. And I'll tell you the truth, what I did, because I love to pay it forward. I was talking about it to the one I volunteer with the most,
I
Kayla,
do.
the Indian, and hey Chewy, and she was talking about it, and I'm like, smell me, how good I smell. And so I gave her a bar. So I paid it forward for sure. I was sure that I had got an extra one. I just couldn't remember. It'd be too much trouble to look back. Chewy, what are you up to? Had some good. What do you call them when a vid does a? Oh, what's that called when a vid goes a scheduled vid? Anyway, he's had some really good of those out. I'm working on Marco's birthday video. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It's going to bug me. I was supposed to be shipping fish this morning, but did not get to do what I wanted to do. But they're going tomorrow. Fish and plants. Fish and plants.
I've got stuff to ship, but I gotta get a taxi to get to the post office.
That'll cost you.
Yeah, it will. It will. It will.
It does make you smell good. Yeah, it does. Because you think about goat milk, but it's got the one I'm using. It's got chrysanthemum and some kind of healthy immune booster. I forget what it's called. And the goat milk. Yeah, I love that. We need to talk about. Okay, you want to talk on the phone, or we could do whatever's good for you. We could do a private um, thing like this too. Stream. Just let me know. Let me know. Do you know how to message me, Chewy? I know you email usually, normally. Just let me know. I've got several projects I want to try to finish up today, so it'll be a good time to talk. Pam, have you got um, in any kind of, I can't even can't use my words, plan to get your truck fixed, to get it looked at?
Not yet, not yet. I gotta get some. Gotta sell some stuff and raise some money for it. It's high on my list of priorities because there's no public transportation or anything like that out here,
Oh,
so it makes it kind of tough. I mean, I can call for a taxi, but it's pretty expensive. There's only two taxis in town, and one of them does nothing but bar to home trips at night. So
oh,
basically,
Barta home. I thought you said
yeah,
Florida something. Barta home.
no, like taking people home from bars at
I
night.
bet if they've got any money left, they tip good. Come on now, Polly. Just don't get on my mic. Come on. She's
I
on it.
can, and there's no buses or anything like that. Laramie's too small for that.
Right.
So, and I live right outside of town, so I have not left my house at all since my truck broke down.
You know, you hear so
Now,
much
three,
about,
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks ago.
I'm surprised Laramie's that small because you hear so much about it, but a lot of it's in history and
Yeah,
so
and
forth.
Laramie's a college town, but
Right.
it's got a population of like about 30,000. But a lot of that is college kids coming and going.
Yep. I was looking at Jenny Lynn's shorts, video shorts and channel the other day, and she's got some pretty cool stuff. Right to the point stuff. Um, Ed and I were talking about just because we want to, not because you said that you wanted something or needed something, but um, we've been talking for a while about sending you a package of some things, and we were thinking like coffee and maybe dog treats,
Rocks.
rocks. You're not getting my blue rocks, damn it! Oh hell no! You're not getting my rocks, Pam. It's called Purple Jade. I'm remembering it now, and I'm telling everybody what it is when I forget
Those
it.
are beautiful rocks.
It's Purple Jade because I was telling him I couldn't remember the name of it. Drip it in my coffee. The light sucks in here, but you can tell. Dipped it in the tank. I've got tank water in my coffee.
That is so pretty.
Yeah. Oh, I started to say it's got green. I didn't see, but that's duckweed on it. But it does have like aqua. You just can't see it. The light's so bad. The glare. A little bit. You can see it's got aqua and white through it. One reason I hadn't put them in there yet is because they'll have to lay flat and you can't really see them, how pretty they are. So I might rethink that or put an ugly rock under them. How about that? Yeah, that's what I'll do. Put ugly rocks under them. They like little caves and stuff to go through too. I know, Jeff, aren't they? Rob has them at Aquatic Aesthetics. And they're really soft rocks. He was talking about that you could cut them and whittle them and do stuff. And he has a tank. He hadn't done a video on it, and he told me I could do it, but I just couldn't do it because it was such an awesome setup. It's got a cube that's like 12 by 12 by 12, and it's just all plexi. It's not any metal or plastic or anything. It's just all glass or plexi, whatever it is. And it sits like at an angle, like just the corners touch on this other tank, just like it below. And he's got water going up, and then it's got a drainage system at the top of it, and it's really, really cool. But in the bottom one, he carved out of this rock. He carved like a little miniature treasure chest, and
Oh,
he has,
that's
and he's
awesome. I want to see that.
like my dad. He may have a vid out about it. I know he put one about the big lobster that was about to drop its babies. We looked at that for an hour yesterday and had
It was
bunches and
nice.
bunches. But anyway, he put gold pieces of gold in the treasure chest, like real gold that he's found, flakes and little pieces, rocks of it, real gold. And he put one of those orange Mexican little crayfish things in, and it's been taking the gold out. It's a really cool setup, 2-story. It's awesome. I wish I'd at least taken a picture. Hey, Levi, how are you? Levi's Aquariums and Terrariums. He's got some awesome stuff too. There's so many people, channels that you can go to now
I
that,
know it's hard to keep up with everybody.
well, but I mean, they're not big, huge channels, but they have such awesome content and such awesome tanks and terrariums, and people are getting more into plants. I know I am, plants and other things that are like on the periphery of fish keeping. So pretty cool stuff. If anybody wants to come up and
I'll
be
put
with
the link in
us,
right now.
yeah. You offered earlier, and I said, hold off a bit, and I almost forgot it.
There's the link.
There's,
Hi, John.
I saw that you commented on somebody else's
Paul.
comment, John. Thank you, Pam. Hey, Paul. It was Paul McCarthy's comment that you commented on. So it must be something I've commented on, or I wouldn't have gotten a notification. How are you doing, Paul? I was really had it rough the past few weeks. I enjoy the pictures you did. He got out and went to one of his local fish stores. I don't know if you saw that, Pam, and had some awesome pictures come out from that. There's Monica. Talk about awesome content and stuff. I'm glad you're here, Monica. What's happening? We're just sitting here talking. You want to come up, be on the panel with us and talk?
I just put
I'm
the link up.
yeah. I've got the moss pole somewhere back there behind me in one of those pots, and then I've got a palm that I'm going to put in the pot, but it's just sitting on top of the dirt in it now. I put a shelf up. Did I show you all that? See that?
I can see it.
Yeah. It's actually not bracketed up. It's just sitting on my shutter, so I can't put anything heavy on it. I was just testing out to see if I like it. And I'm going to do one over there too. It's just those laminated wood from Walmart. It's already pre-cut and all that. Yeah. And what is that? Not hibiscus. It's water. I don't know. Maybe it is hibiscus. And the tank down below that. I can't remember. I'm not going to move it outside this year unless I put some out in the tub. I'm watching. Nobody's backstage yet. You can just see. Did Paul say how he was doing? Tell you what. Doing much better. There we go. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, you've had it rough. That's bad. That's good then. Nobody wants to come up. 31 people in here. Hey, Terry. Terry might come up.
Hey, Terry.
We
Yeah, come
just
on up,
ran.
Terry. I'll repost the link if
Terry
anybody
might
wants to
show
come
us.
up.
I think Terry's got some new fry.
Terry's always fun to come up for a bit.
Mm-hmm. I think he's got some new fry. I want to say he does. Thanks, Pam. Are you going tonight, Pam?
Yeah, I got to get my thumbnail ready. I got a couple things I can show you real quick. Hang on, let me get over here.
I'm gonna blow you up. I knew I'd get to
No,
blow you up.
don't blow me up.
Why?
But uh, I got this little drawing here that I'm going to auction tonight of offer to auction it, but it is
Nope. No,
a
you're fine. Oh.
female wood duck. It's a female wood duck.
Ooh. A lot of detail.
So I'm going to have that tonight. And I got this here I'm going to give away. It is a seagull.
Nice.
I'm not sure what kind. It's a different kind than the normal seagull that I usually
It
draw.
looks.
It's
It
one I
looks
draw
smaller.
to God. Huh?
It looks smaller.
Yeah, it's not real big. Plus, it has the eye patch and stuff. Rack could probably tell you in a heartbeat what kind it is, but
Hey,
it's a
Nola.
seagull.
Welcome.
And I'm going to give that away tonight because it's been a few weeks since I've had a giveaway.
Pam, you give away way too much stuff.
I've given away these little cards here. I've given away over 300 of them.
Yeah.
And
And it.
but the thing is, and plus a lot of other stuff I've given away, like prints and stuff. But
I
I
know.
love doing giveaways, and I
Yeah,
haven't
but.
done one for a little bit, so I decided I was going to do one
Yeah, but.
specifically to do a giveaway tonight
Hey,
because
Matt.
it was
Welcome.
my intention that everybody in the fish fam
Hey,
is
Ed.
going to I'm going to turn you all into art collectors. Plus, someday when I die, these will be worth some money, guys, because I'm not an unknown artist. And then
I
I
know
also
that.
have, oh, this one isn't, this one Nola bought, but it wasn't finished when she bought it. And I got to get it mounted and get it ready to send, but I'll show you guys that.
Awesome. I wondered
That.
what happened to that. I couldn't remember.
Can you see it?
Yep. If you'd let me blow you up, we could
Belongs
really see
to
it.
Nola because she bought it before it was finished, but
Yep.
I got to
Couldn't
get it
remember who
mounted on
got
a
that.
board.
I like that paper you use.
Hey,
The
Terry.
the
How you doing,
handmade
Bob?
art paper. I love that stuff. Hi, Terry.
Yeah, that paper that's on the bear, man. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, that's a bark paper. It's all different. That's what's so cool about it is every piece of it is different, and you actually have to. Well, the what I use for most of the little drawings I give away is like almost like parchment paper. But if you hold it up to the light, it's really different looking. But the paper the color that you're drawing as a bear is on, it's like every piece of that is different, and it's hard to work with in a way that you cannot like just grab a piece of paper and say, well, I'm going to draw this, because you have to work with the paper, not fight against it. So on a lot of it, the paper dictates what you're going to do on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's got a grain to it,
Yeah, and
almost like a
different
piece of
colors and
wood.
stuff, and you really have to work with the paper, because you aren't going to be able to fight it, because some of it has like really thin spots where you can't hardly do anything, and some of it'll have like spots that are slick that nothing's going to stick to, and you just, like I say, you can't fight it. You got to work with it. But I remember in particular, if you guys don't mind me telling, do you mind me telling a short story, Bob?
Please do. I'm listening to Yazi in the chat
It's
screen.
art.
Please do.
It's art related. But I remember when I first used it, I had started this drawing of a little Indian boy with like all of his dance gear and stuff on. And I had started it on a piece of white drawing paper. And I spent like 5 days on it, and I didn't like it and threw it away. but it was in the back of my mind because I wanted to draw this little boy, but it just wasn't working. And then I got that paper because I'm always trying out new papers. And I got some just to try. And I picked up this one piece of paper. And it's just like in my mind, looking at the shadows and stuff, that little Indian boy came to my mind on the paper. So I ended up doing him on that. And then one time, because I always get, when I order it, I'll get like five or so, anywhere between 5 and 10 sheets, usually 10 sheets, because of the fact that it's all different. It's not like you're getting 10 sheets of the same paper. So I got this one piece that was like really, really dark, had a lot of darks and stuff in it. And I was staring at it and I started seeing a wolf in it. And I ended up drawing a wolf on it that turned out really good, like coming out of the shadows of the paper. So yeah, that paper is, I love that paper. And one of the reasons I love, and I've had so many artists ask me what kind of paper it was and stuff so they could, get some. But I don't see anybody else using it. And I think the reason is because you have to have a lot of patience and you have to work with the paper. Like I say, you can't just grab, say, well, I think I'm going to draw a bear today and grab a piece of paper, because the paper has to fit with what you're going to draw on it, because you cannot fight the paper. You've got to work with the paper. Does that make sense? Nola, I just showed your owl
Yes.
finished. I should show it to you. I got a piece of mat board. I'm going to put it on, which I haven't done yet.
Hey, I wasn't ignoring everybody.
Finished
Hey,
product
Swampy, how
here.
you doing? Long time no see. And I see Ed's here. How's Ed been feeling?
He says he's recovering. Damn, I wish you'd let me blow that up.
Nah. Got lots of color in it.
Yeah. Looks great. I had to mute because Yazzie and Milo both were after the cats.
The drawing of a female wood duck that I'm going to auction tonight. And she's got a lot of color in her. You can't really tell, but a lot of that, what looks like black, is actually a dark purple.
Ooh, I love purple.
And
I love my
then,
purple rocks.
I've got this one I'm going to give away tonight. I'll probably have one more to give away tonight too. I've got one I'm working on.
Hey, Bob,
Yes, sir.
you have a Get Gill store, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Pelham was asking where your fish were available.
I saw that. Thank you, Terry. I saw that, but they're on Get Gills. But I don't really have anything on there. I'm trying to remember. I've got Santa Maria Inlers on there, Jeff. What else? I can't remember. I need to go look at it. I'm bad about hoarding fish. I'm going to be using the Santa Marias in an upcoming thing that we can't talk about.
We can't talk about that yet.
No, same thing. You know about it too.
I heard a rumor you were doing an awfully nice thing, but I guess I can't talk about it.
Oh, me do a nice thing? No, the Endlers. I was going to donate a couple of trios of those, maybe to. It's a fundraiser thing, so if it's the same one.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I got a couple things I'm getting ready for a fundraiser too. Probably the same one.
It is, Pam. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm just remembering Terry, and yeah, they're tight. I mean,
I'm gonna be donating some man cave type items.
Oh, nice.
However, a female can use them also.
Hey, Christopher.
Unsolicited deck pictures.
Nope. No pictures. Terry, is it your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday. How old are you, Terry?
I am officially a senior citizen.
Well, welcome.
I don't want to hear that because I'm going to be 67 in a little bit over a month. So
I officially hit the double nickel. So
55.
you're still
Cool.
a young kid.
Really?
wish I felt like one.
I know, right?
You know that saying that youth is wasted on the young. I didn't realize how true that was until I got old.
Very true. You know that expression, F around and find out? That's what Yazi's doing in there with the cat now. Yazi? Okay. Alrighty. Ed, you want to come up? Anybody want to come up?
I've been waiting on these stupid nanochromas to lay eggs like crazy. For like
That's
the
why.
last couple of weeks, I've been thinking they were going to lay eggs, and they still haven't done it yet.
That's why I thought you had Fry. Yeah. Yep.
I think I'm
And
going to
you,
put a heater in their tank and warm their water up, see what happens.
no, for sure. I'm sure you've done all the triggers already.
Yeah, but I might run through them again. Give them a big water change. I might take those plecos out of there too. I might move those plecos to another tank. I don't think they're very good at defending against them.
Yeah, and if they both like to use the caves, then the plecos might not be happy. I don't know, but they're sure neat looking fishies.
That's a good idea, Terry. A good thought about the plecos. Might make the difference.
I wish I knew officially which ones they were, though.
Hi, Ray.
Yeah. Hey, Robert.
Oh, I hope you get to feeling better, Ed, because I think about you almost every single day and want you to get better.
I imagine it's got to be way. I busted a couple ribs, and that has to be one of the most uncomfortable pain. I mean, you get to a point where you're comfortable, and then you have to breathe, and it hurts. So I could just imagine what I went through. Ed's probably going through tenfold.
Yeah. I
Rib
had forgot about.
pain, not fun.
Shh. Sorry.
Oh, and Chewy came in. I didn't even see him. He snuck in the back door.
Until you said that about busting ribs, I forgot that I had a broken rib, just a cracked rib, and I don't even remember how I did it. Not a car wreck or anything, because I can't even remember, but it was cracked, and I finally went and they x-rayed it and said, yep, and all you got to do is just let it heal, and yeah, sleeping, laying down, oh my
Oh
God.
God, it's horrible.
Or
Yep.
when you got to sneeze or something. Oh my God. I pulled a bunch. I think I just pulled muscles. I never went to the doctor, but years ago I pulled a bunch of muscles in my rib cage, and oh my God, that hurt. I was literally crying, and it was back when I was married, and I was throwing a saddle on my horse, and I did something wrong because I tore some muscles. Oh my God. And I had rented a steam cleaner to do my carpets that night after the kids went to bed. And I did it, but I was crying. I mean, I was crying the whole time. It hurt so bad. And my stupid frickin' ex husband wouldn't even help me move the furniture out of the way or anything. And I was in so much pain. Yeah, it says he has a metal plate on his sternum.
God, that's gotta suck.
Oh, he's got a metal plate. Oh, God.
I'll be right back.
Zebra Pleco fans, hello.
Ed, I know how those spasms are. Jesus. Sharpies never broke his sternum. So. Going to McDonald's. Dang, I wish you hadn't said that. Silver Plecos. Howdy, welcome. That I looked and I saw one of the things that we need to do is finalize the date of that fundraiser.
Yeah.
Either the Saturday or the Sunday. And I said, we have the panel on Sunday, but you go Saturday,
Yeah, but I go late Saturday.
so it could be earlier Saturday. And I agree with doing it on the weekend so more people can, generally speaking, would be available. It was kind of expensive. That's good, Ed. Oh, Ed, by the way, not that I would expect you to be ready to go to a Repticon in Atlanta, but we changed that. We're not going to go to Atlanta, and we started looking for other reptile like things like Repticon, and there's one called Show Me Snakes that seems to be a big thing, and it's highly rated. So it's in Chattanooga this weekend, and we're going to go Saturday. So I don't think you'll be up to that either, but if you are, it's so much closer.
Sorry, I had to get some silver sides out to defrost.
What do you feed those to, Terry?
That tessellata eel I have.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't fed him in a while, and he's kind of eyeballing me kind of hard.
I haven't ever fed those, but where I get my frozen food, I see them. I thought about it. I bet that crab back there would really like some of them.
I might do a quick live stream and show me feeding him if I set up a camera.
That would be cool.
I want to get a lionfish in there with him. I think that's about the only fish I can think of that he won't eat.
Yeah. He might try, but he wouldn't eat it.
When I picked the fish up, because we met in the parking lot of a business, and when I picked it up, I asked the guy, "What do you feed him?" And he goes, "Silver sides and tank mates." So evidently, he eats a lot of fish.
Yeah. Tank mates. Can you get those frozen?
Yeah, can I get those damselfish frozen, please?
Okay, I just figured out that.
Holly, hello.
What's going on with the dog and cat is the king snake, the milk snake, is out, and it's usually not, and Tibby's on top of his screen top, and that's unusual, and Yazzie doesn't approve of it. Pet drama. Come on, Yazzie, leave him alone. Pam's on here. Yazzie, Pam's on. Come on. Yazzie. Nope, you can't
No,
compete with it,
I
Pam.
they have not spawned yet. We were just talking about that a little bit ago.
Hey, Lori. You're doing well.
I gotta do one more drawing to give away tonight, so I might be like raiding your website, Bob, looking for something.
Reading my website?
Well,
Rating it.
raiding your channel for photographs. Yeah,
What about mud skippers?
I might. I was thinking of either Mud Skipper or maybe your chameleons.
Yeah. If you're going to do those, let me send you a new picture because they're both colored up. She usually doesn't have a pattern, and she's so fat. She's full of airs.
Oh, nice.
Which ones do you have?
Just the veil. The
Sometime this year, I am going to get a pair of them myself.
They are so cute. I mean, they are so cute. I just fell in love with them the first time I saw them.
I bought one enclosure so far. I got to buy the second enclosure. Because I guess unless it's a really, really large enclosure, you can't keep a male and female together.
Well, mine were newborns. They were like a week old when I got them. They're siblings. Oh, she went back to green again. Never mind. And so I got not the largest enclosure because they were tiny. And the plan was when they grow out and mate, then they separate. So I've already gotten him the larger enclosure to move to after her babies start hatching. But I'm not going to let them.
What kind of media do they lay their eggs on? Or
well, from what I've researched, it needs to be like a sandy, loamy soil so that they can tunnel in it. Not wet, but moist so that she can tunnel down. They actually do tunnel. It's hard to imagine a chameleon digging, but
substratum would have not been my first guess.
No, yeah, but they do, and like a big open top pot, and maybe 8 inches or so in there. They stress it really need to be deep enough, and she'll lay them and cover them back up. So you have to kind of watch that pod, and then you take them out and set them up, to not hibernate, to
incubate.
Incubate, thank you. One of those bait words. And so she's ready to lay anytime. If I could turn this around easy enough, I would show them if you want to see them.
I always want to see them. I love those guys.
Did you get the Repti-Breeze enclosures or?
Yes, I had to look at the box of the one. Yeah.
How do you like it?
I like the setup I got, but the other one I didn't get the setup. I just got the cage itself. Oh my God. So that I can add to it, like customize it.
Right.
Here we go. Sorry for my hand. So that is them right now. And he's all colored up. She was, but look at her belly.
Oh my goodness.
Now, and you got those when they were newborns. How long did it take them to get that big?
I got them in September, and they're like almost 8 months old.
Wow, they grow fast.
And I've never tried to handle them, but both of them will come out and get on my hand if I have food that in a container. So, hey, Bubby, he's watching the camera. Nothing crawling on there. They're so cute.
They are so adorable.
He hit the camera. Maybe there was something on there.
I knew he was eyeballing something, and I saw that tongue starting to come out.
That was pretty awesome.
Somebody, that's what you ought to get, Pam, is go back and grab that. Yeah, I've moved out some of their plants because I'm making right there's where their pot's going to be. so she can get down to that. I've got to move out a couple of other things too. I want her to have lots of room down there, but still they need.
What kind of fern is that?
It's just a parlor palm or something like that.
I was going to use pothos in mine.
Yeah, that makes good. The only reason I've got that plastic vine stuff up there is that's what they started with when they were tiny. They were like the size of like her leg. If you see her on the right, and her back leg, that's the size they were.
Wow,
They
I
were
can't
that small.
grow that fast.
Yep, they sure did. But that holds water. That vine, it's hanging upside down basically, and it's plastic, as I said, and it's really good to hold little puddles of water. So they lick their water off there. It's the
Right.
best way I've found to water them. And they've got a little water bowl down here. I don't think they ever drink out of it, but there's one.
Yeah,
in
I
there.
was told they don't come
Yep.
down to drink.
Nope.
Do you miss them every day, or do you have?
I missed them 3 or 4 times a day. I missed them. And in fact, I just did it because there's still some water on the. And he loves it, and she doesn't. Look at him. He's like, yay. But she is not a fan of the water. She'll drink it, but she doesn't want it hitting her.
Oh man, I can't wait. I got to get a pair.
They're pretty cool. They're really easy to take care of.
What's your primary diet for them?
Crickets, and of course they have to have calcium supplements, a couple of different kinds of calcium sprinkled on it. And they, of course, they love the, I always call them the wrong thing, the super worms. So I always keep some sitting on top there. And these you can buy, like stock up, like when you go get 4 of these, just look at the date and use the oldest first, of course.
Do you use any type of gut load in the crickets before you
Yes.
feed them?
Yes. I always keep my crickets. I've got several of these things sitting around. The red one's empty and clean, ready for something else to go in it. But that's the current crickets I'm feeding them right now in here. And that's just like a 99-cent from the Dollar General store, little plastic thing that opens.
Sure.
They might eat for us.
Well, that one seemed like he was interested.
Yeah, I did, didn't he? Let's see. What time is it getting to be? I don't want to go over.
You still got 10 minutes.
Okay. I hadn't seen Rob in here, so I'm not sure if he's going. He may have fed all these up. He may have. There's one. I've got other crickets though.
Oh, look at him looking. Look at him. There you go. Nice. I got to get a pair.
I know, they're so awesome, aren't they, Terry?
Well, my local pet shop that I live, that's closest to me, it's literally 4 blocks away. They always have a pair.
This is when they'll come out, this camera thing, and get on the edge of that sometimes. They're really triggered by movement, of course. But especially her, she'll crawl out on that and then get on my hand. He's been doing it a little bit lately.
The next couple paychecks, I gotta catch up on some bills, but once that's over with and I got some disposable income, I will have a pair.
Terry, the babies.
Look at her looking.
The babies don't hatch for a few months, but I'd be happy to send you a pair. I mean, I'm going to have to be getting rid of a few dozen, I think, if all goes well. And you sex them right out of the egg.
I love that intense looking around.
And of course the crickets are freezing. That's their instinct. They're just being real still. She's looking for movement. There are a bunch of crickets down there. They came out when I took the thing out. Egg crate. Girl,
How
you
far
better
away
get
can they snatch one?
pretty far. Pretty far. As long as their body, or maybe further.
Does anybody remember the old Bud commercials that had the chameleon
Yeah, I
talking
remember
about the
those.
frogs. I could have been somebody.
Oh, thank you, Lori. She said no thumbnail for live. Okay. He might not be going then. I know. I remember those too. Girl, my arm's getting tired. Better go on.
Like, get that camera out of my face.
Shake it and see if one of them will make the mistake of moving. Yeah. No?
But I tell you what, once I get my pair, and if I'm successful at breeding them, maybe we can do an exchange. So we're not doing sibling to sibling.
Right. These came. Yazzie, you're being a brat tonight. Okay.
Yozzie's a brat every night. That's why we
Well,
love
I
him.
know, but we try to hide it as much as possible. Yazzie, you're interfering. Pam said you were a brat. I don't know why she won't get these. There's several of them in here moving around. Yazzie. Let's see if she'll take this one for me. Yes, she will. It's not moving. Oh, there he goes. Oh, well. You want him, Papa? She's like, wait a minute, I'm still thinking about it. They're so much fun to watch. And sometimes I just pour the crickets in here and they hunt them. You don't have to do all this. All right, I'm going to let that guy go right there. She'll probably grab him. She's watching him. Yep.
Yep.
What about that? What about that? I should have warned people live feeding, I guess. But
Is there anything particular that you feed your crickets?
Yes. I'll show you what it is here. Oh, got a little bit of cut now. She's hungry. She's eating for 50. There are other things, but this is what I use. Skipper uses this to gut load his crickets also.
Cool.
High calcium. Fluker's cricket diet. But I do feed them other things, like if I peel an apple or something, I'll give them a little bit of stuff like that. I mean, they'll eat on it and the moisture. The big thing about the crickets I had to learn is not to have too much moisture in there and lots of ventilation. So. You finished? But yeah, I've caught them breeding recently, so.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait for you to show us all the babies.
Yeah. Oh, but I'll definitely send you some, but unless you get some before then. But we can definitely swap too. So Pam wants a pair, I think.
Yes, yes, I do. I am so in love with those guys.
That's the big one that I got for them. Can't really tell, but it's a lot bigger than the one they're in for him when he moves out. It's a Repty breeze. All right. Is our time about it?
Yeah, those Repty Breeze kits, they're fairly reasonable for everything you get. It's just I don't know how good the lights actually are.
Well, that's the one I used on them since like the second day I've had them, and it's got a Zoom Ed in it, a Zoom Ed light.
Right. It's got the one compact fluorescent, and I think the other one is a heat/UVB, I think.
Yep. I don't know if you can even see those bulbs.
Yeah, it's the same kit I have.
Oh, okay. So you've got it already. Awesome.
I bought it. I just haven't set it up yet.
Yeah. You need some chameleons. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
we'll
I
have
was
to.
thinking about saving some money and getting an automatic misting system and a bunch of other stuff, but
Mike keeps chameleons too, and he's got one of those misters. So they're certainly convenient. They
well,
really
just
are.
so when I'm at work, if I got to work a 12-hour day or something.
Right. That's a long time not to have a drink. And especially for babies.
Boy, you're telling me my low alcohol light starts flashing after 8 hours.
Right? Have to
I was
check it out.
I was gonna say I was like running different smart ass comments through my mind, Terry, but you beat me to it.
Yeah.
You're no fun. How can I poke? How can I jab you when you do it first?
That was a good one. All right, guys. Yazzie, I'm gonna get off here and beat Yazzie to death. No, not really. Just mentally. And
Oh man, I've been saving up my short jokes all week, and Rob's not gonna go today.
see that. I guess Jerry's going though. Rob's not going. What about let's see, Dan's at 9 and Papa Shrimp's at 8. Pam, you're at 11, all
Yeah.
Eastern times. Sorry, I'm drinking the last of my cold coffee. I'm not going to put this back on me, guys.
Bunny, I don't know if crickets stink too bad if they're in a clean container and like Bob was saying, there's not a lot of moisture.
Right. That moisture seems to be the thing. And you do have to maintenance
Oh yeah, you gotta
them.
clean them because crickets poop like crazy.
Yep. I just put a paper towel in, like double. That's what was under those there. And then you can just change it. And that one is going to be changed. And they're almost empty in there. So I'll add some new crickets to it. I'm trying to think where my crickets are. I think they're in the kitchen, the new ones. But yeah, I have these worms sitting around everywhere. I think that one's empty. The agama lizards love them too, so I have them for them. Yeah, he's sitting back there watching. He's like, "Is somebody eating worms over there? Crickets over there?" Let's see, they need their thing cleaned out too. And I really have to let the snakes have a couple of anoles because they've been wanting to eat for a couple of days. The green snakes, which I
Oh
can't
yeah.
see. I can't see them.
That's another
Got
thing
that.
you have that I really, really like too is those green snakes.
Yeah, and
The,
Mike has these
the
too.
green what?
They're African green bush snakes, and they're in here. You just can't see them. I got one of them, and I loved it so much I got a second one at the same place.
That Zoom Ed plant that you're looking at right there, I used
Yeah,
to have that in a couple of my fish tanks
yeah,
because it's cheaper than buying artificial plants for an aquarium.
yeah. Oh yeah,
But they go in a fish tank just fine.
oh yeah.
So that's my tip of the day. People always walk through the uh, reptile section too, like that
Mm-hmm.
cave that the nanochromas are using. That's actually a reptile cave,
Yeah,
but it works in a fish tank just fine.
yeah. Is it that one right there?
Um,
Sorry,
no, I don't think so. It's
that one's.
a Zilla, I think it is. Whoops.
I can't remember which one this is, but it's. Oh, here's one that I haven't used yet. Duh. I
Yeah,
could
the
use this one.
Zilla. But it's like a composite plastic slash I don't know some kind of composite, but it works in a fish tank just fine.
I've got what are the other kind of snakes in here? Where's Mike at when you need to talk about snakes? Corn snakes. But here's one that I haven't put in yet. The corn snakes love it. I don't see a name on there, but they're just made from a mold. What was I talking about? Oh, these green snakes that I can't find. And
Do they look like a green tree viper?
they look like a mamba. And they're a mimic species. They're inside of their mouth area black, jet black.
I
So,
know that.
mambas have black mouths. So when you see that, you're like, oh, that's a mamba. So Yazi, I know Tibby, he's being a jerk. You can see the little anoles in here. I've got a little colony of them there on the limbs and stuff. I hate it, but I got to have 2 of them. I'm hoping they'll start laying eggs, but they should because they've been breeding. There's old Nelson. Big old Nelson. I only see like 4 of those anoles, but there are a bunch of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That
Should
was
be
the
8.
first lizard I ever had. Remember back in the day, you could order anoles from the back of like magazines and
Yeah.
uh, comic books and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you had to send you had to send in your money or your check or whatever because I didn't want my parents to know. 'Cause I don't know, man. I think I was like 6 or 7, So I went ahead and sent money, and then you had to intercept the mailman, you know. And it took like 6 weeks of me constantly checking the mail before my parents.
Yeah.
I could just picture my mom opening up this little cardboard container and freaking lizards jump out at her.
I did that with sea monkeys one time, and she caught me, of course, somehow. Snakes are so well
I had
camouflaged.
a hamster breeding colony going on in my closet that my mom finally found out about.
That must have.
She opened my closet one day to put some clothes away, which was she never did. And I had like 6 hamster cages in the closet. And
Oh my
I get
God.
home from school and she's like, "Is there anything you want to tell me?" Luckily, she thought the hamsters were cute, so I got to keep them.
See, that's when you say something like, "Well, I killed a guy at school today, another child," and when she finds out you really haven't, she's relieved it's just hamsters.
Right. Oh, by the way, I got hamsters. That's when you're in grade school and you find out how easy hamsters are to breed, and you actually bought them at a pet shop. You're like, I'm gonna make a fortune.
Yeah.
And then you learn the reality, and you go in and go, "Hey, I got all these hamsters," and the pet shop's like, "Okay, what do you want us to do?"
Right.
Yeah, I had some baby hamsters one time because my mom got me a hamster and she got me a female that was in a big cage with a bunch of other ones. And a couple days later, I had baby hamsters.
That's actually how I got my start as well. I bought a pregnant female and didn't know it was pregnant. And
Yep.
Hey, ABC.
I had to
Yeah.
keep her out in the garage because the wheel squeaking drove my parents crazy.
I had the laboratory style cages, and they all came with a wheel, but they squeaked like crazy. But I found if you put
Yeah.
some just regular Scotch tape over the section, I mean, it'll eventually wear through, and you'd have to do it again. But yeah, that quieted them down. Yeah, my dad was about ready to throw all of them out the window one night. I was like,
Yeah, they
okay.
do. Those wheels really squeak. Yeah, I had them out in the garage, and my dad was getting ready to go to work, and I saw him go out in the garage, and I could hear him laughing. So I kind of stuck my head out in the garage and peeked to see what he was laughing about. And he always wore like a dress shirt and had a couple pins in the pocket, like writing pins.
Yeah.
And he was standing over by the hamster, and she was on her wheel, and he would take one of his pins and stick it down through the bars and stop her wheel, and she would jump off and grab the nearest baby and fling it across the cage, and he would laugh like
Oh
crazy.
my God, are they hamsters are brutal sometimes, man.
It's awful.
And then he would wait for her to get running good, and then he'd like stop it again and watch her look for the nearest baby to throw across the cage. She thought it was hilarious.
Oh my God.
What? Quit barking at
Star
Mario.
woke up. Hey, Hank. Big Tank Hank. I think I probably told it too many times. People will be like, oh, that story again. But talking about things having babies, the first tank I ever got was a 5 gallon. I think they were 5 gallon back then. Now they're 5.5, I think. But anyway, I got it for my birthday for birthday and Christmas because my birthday's the end of November. But I was 7. I just turned 7. And that was my first tank. And I went to Woolworths to see what I was going to get. I'd been hanging out there forever after school anyway. And they had in these really pretty pink fish, and they were a pair, and they had a little house that was so cool that they kept going in and out of. And so she let me get that. And I should have known they were like all too happy to have those gone. So I got their house and everything. And next morning when I got up, they had like a gazillion babies. They were pink convicts.
Yeah,
Oh
I,
God.
I, I, I knew exactly when you said pink fish, and I was like, yep.
I was thinking it's
Thank
either
you, Paul.
convicts or guppies. Probably convicts.
You know, that's the one thing that breaks my heart when you get a new fish keeper and they're so excited, you know, because convicts are like one of the first cichlids for just about everybody to spawn.
Right.
And you know, it's just I don't want to be, you know, because I'm excited for them. Okay, you bred your first cichlid, and then it's like, what the hell are you gonna do with them now?
Yeah. People pay you at the swamps to take them practically. Hey, Janice. Busy evening.
Yeah, you always see the new fish keepers that have bred convicts at a particular auction, and it's like, oh, and here's, you know, 10 baby convicts, and not a hand goes up nowhere. And then, so they set it aside, you know, and then, you know, 20 minutes later, another bag comes up of 10 baby convicts.
I've got the same situation with my Jack Dempsey's. I mean, the local fish stores, Ethan and Rob would take them, but I don't know. They stopped breeding because there's so many in there, so they quit spawning. But I've got way too many of them.
Yeah, I just recently pulled the trigger on 5 baby fire mouse. Why I have no clue, but I'm sure that's another one that, you know, you know, it's nobody's gonna want them, but I don't know. Fire mouse always been one of my favorite fish. I like them, but they're not. I know what they spawn. The babies aren't worth anything. But,
Right.
hey, it's free food for other fish, though.
Yeah. I had got some. I was going to put them. Oh, here's a nose breeding. That's why I know I'm going to have eggs. They just scatter their eggs too. Can you see them on that
Oh yeah.
uppermost leaf? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The first lizard I ever had.
So I was kind of hoping not to feed, a female that's gravid. But, and these guys get up here right at the light, and I guess it doesn't burn their claws. Silly. Silly, silly. I'm getting some more I've got one convict, and it's one of those that Nathan had, that passed a couple of years ago, Sand Creek Aquatics, and it was some of his fish. And Anthony wanted some, so I sent him like 20, I think, of them, and I kept a couple. But
There's a
anyway, I've got a big male, and he asked me the other day if I wanted those back, and I said yeah. So I think they're coming next week.
there's a couple designer strains of convicts that do have a little bit of value that people seem to like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to be careful that this male doesn't kill them, and I've got to put them in a bigger tank too. I'm down to 77 tanks, guys. I
Holy
got to
cow.
80, and I was like,
Yeah.
but I moved my mud skippers in a 40 breeder that I decided to take the rope fish out of and killifish and make that their tank. So that 10 is open now.
What are you gonna do with that while your extra free time only having 77 tanks?
It takes me a good 2 hours at night because that's when I check temperature, and all that stuff too. Just a general look at the tank while I'm feeding. So it's I really try to hurry. It's
That's
an hour
actually
and a half.
one of my favorite things that you do that actually turned me onto your channels was those later at night you just walking through and feeding everything.
Oh, really?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that actually I like those.
Nice. Well, thank you. I was thinking about doing a video, like a real video, and Pam asking me, what's that and stuff, like keep me going, don't spend 5 minutes at a tank because ain't nobody going to watch an hour long feeding, but maybe do like 2 parts or 3 parts. So I might do that. Thank you for telling me that because I kind of forgotten that. I think most people have seen my fish though.
I think it might have been on Pam one of Pam's late night streams, but you were
Yeah.
going through and feeding everything, and I was asking you. I'd see something that would catch my eye, and I was like, "Oh, wow, you got one of such and such," and then you'd focus in on it, and yeah, it was a cool. I liked it. I thought it was a really cool video.
Might do that. Yazzie, please. You're terrible. Come here. Come here and see Pam. Yeah, that got his attention, but he's focused on the cat. Yazzie. Yazzie. Come here. Here's Pam. Look. Come on. Here he comes. Come here. You better see Pam. Come on. Here he is. Look here. Let's see. I got to turn the camera around so you can see. She can see you. Yep. Well, I guess we'll keep going just a few minutes. I hope we're not going over anybody, or I'm not. All right. Yazzie, Yazzie, your feet are cold, buddy. Your little feet are cold. There he is. Look over here.
Yeah,
Look here.
see.
Oh, he looks so sweet. Get on the microphone. There you go. Is he on the mic?
Not yet.
Okay, maybe he'll sit there. There he is. You can see the cats better from here, maybe. You're a little terror tonight.
Hey, Sandy, how's it going?
You still have your dogs, Terry?
One. I got the male white German Shepherd, but
Right.
man, the problem with dogs is they don't live long enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's 15 years old now, and his hips are going out, and he's got other issues too, and he's getting close to. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that drive to the vet. Man, I really just don't want to do it.
I know.
But he can
Mm,
still barely make it up the stairs. So until he gets to the point where he can't, then I'm holding off.
Yeah.
Because
That's
his quality of life is still okay. But
what I ended up doing with Buddy was he got to where he couldn't make it up the stairs, but I was using a towel to like lift up on his hips and help him. But then one morning when actually I was getting ready to go camping and he couldn't get up at all. I
yeah,
mean,
I actually
at all. So
remember
I
when
just
that
got
happened.
canceled my camping. It was a Sunday morning, and Monday morning I called the vet to come out and
Yeah.
I remember
take
that.
care of him.
Hi, Hank. How are you? How you doing?
Yeah. See, it's like he knows he's on camera. You know you're on there? Usually you're slouching, laying down. Mhm.
Hey, Pam, did you see the drawing that Priscilla is working on for me?
No, I didn't. What's she doing for you?
Well, she's making my logo,
Oh, nice. Very good.
and she did a drawing of a tessellata eel in one of her calendars,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, do you think you can draw me one?" And I gave her some, uh, kind of what I had envisioned, and she recently sent me a work in progress.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! And here, I'll show it to you.
You want me to blow you up, Jerry?
In a second. Let me.
All right.
You can blow up the drawing, but I gotta find it first.
Gotcha. Gazzy's still watching the cat. Gazzy. Royal cat alone.
None of this is colored yet.
Somebody asked the other day if I thought you would do a thumbnail, a
There, you
logo
see
for him,
that?
Pam.
You see that? Do you see that up there, Bob?
No?
There's a second Terry's
Oh, let me go get it.
in the
Sorry.
waiting room.
Yeah, let me get it. Sorry. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
Then
that really
eventually,
is.
in the background, it'll say T3,
Right.
and of course, the eel will get colored up. But yeah,
That's
I'm pretty
pretty.
happy with it.
Oh, yeah. She does awesome work. Really
Yeah, she
does.
does.
Oh, look what that did. Huh. Guess I could leave it like that, huh? I'm trying to remember, Pam, who asked me. It was in somebody else's live stream, and they said didn't have a logo. Who the heck was that?
You know what? I do remember somebody that wanted to commission somebody.
To
I
do
don't
the
remember
logo?
who it was either.
Yeah, this has just been a day or two ago, maybe 3 days ago. I don't remember. I have to look and see where I've been.
Oh, Melvin came in too. Hey, Melvin, how's it going, man?
Always a pleasure to see Melvin. Always.
But eventually, yeah, that's gonna wind up my logo, and I think I might change my channel name to Team Detritus. I haven't decided 100% for sure or not, but
Team Detritus.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, that's what I call all my members on my channel. We're all Team Detritus.
Can't remember if I'm a member on your channel or not. I probably am not because I get on this phone almost 99% of the time. I'm rarely on the desktop. So, and
I
I
haven't
can't.
I haven't done I haven't done a live stream in a while. And the last one I did, I was on a rant. I gotta stop doing that.
What was it? What were you ranting about?
I watched a video by actually somebody I have a lot of respect for, but there's this thing in Malawi or in African Great Lake cichlids, or the Rift Lake cichlids, that everybody
Right.
wants to name a fish. And they're trying so hard to make everything a new species so they get to name it and everything, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
man, we're getting kind of crazy here. There has to be a physical type of difference. You can't just name a species because it's colored differently. So I went on a big rant about that.
Yeah. There's,
I'm not saying for sure, but I got a funny feeling alcohol might have been involved.
well, there's always that possibility, but don't assume it. Aren't there uh, like a checklist? Use your words, Bob. Like a checklist of points that you follow down, like a oh,
Yeah,
what am
I
I?
know exactly what you're saying, and
Not a
generally
checklist, but for a
they
new
do that,
species. Yeah,
but they're getting to the point now where it's just getting too nitpicky. I get it. You can have two different collection points of the same species, and the fish can look totally different because they come
right,
from two different collection points.
right,
But that doesn't make them a different species.
right. Yeah, I had the in the rainbows. That's you see that particularly the collection point. Um, I had goldie eyes, and they were from two different collection points, and they honestly looked like two different fish.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, did.
and I get it if you start doing fin counts, or the rays in the
Right,
fin, start doing counts, and one collection point's different, then yeah, it's a different species. But if the only physical characteristic that's different is color, then in my opinion, they're the same species.
right.
There's got to be something physically different besides color.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I was trying to think of the term decision tree, but that's not really what would apply to that. The steps to
It's like all the Mbunas, all those years, and that's the other reason that I kind of I didn't get angry, but it disappointed me is for years and years we have differentiated the different genuses of Mbuna by their teeth because it's the only thing we can find that's different.
right,
So if the dentition of one genus, okay, if they got all molars and they're crushers of snails and stuff like that, they're in one genus. And then if they're scrapers, where they got big front teeth where they can scrape out the off of rocks, they're another genus, and so on
right,
and so forth.
right. Uh, Mark said if they named a fish after me, it would have the drinking. It would have be drinking a beer on the sofa watching YouTube. Right,
Nothing wrong with that, Mark. Everybody needs a hobby.
right. Exactly. I think is Mark in Australia? I'm not sure. Yeah, I see.
Tank Club Radio 96. I'm going to have to check that out, Melvin.
Him, I bet you're drawing. I
I
know what
am
you're up to.
actually.
Yep, yep. How about you're going to auction off that large drawing, the female wood duck, and you're
Hey,
planning on.
I'm gonna jump on off of here. Pam, show your stuff off again. You got a whole different audience in here. Let them
Yeah,
know what you're doing tonight.
yeah, and let me blow you up, Pam. Just the
No,
drawings.
don't blow me up.
Dang. Terry went down, so that'll make it bigger. Thank you,
Okay, so
Terry.
this is the first. I'm going to have one more drawing, I think, to give away. But I'm going to give away this little drawing here tonight of a seagull.
I hope I win that.
A giveaway, yay! And let me see, where did I put it?
Every time you hold something up, Yazzy's watching you.
And then I've got this little drawing here of a female wood duck. And that is going to be offered up for auction tonight. And then since I got it sitting right here, this is the owl that Nola bought a few weeks ago. That wasn't quite done. I had to finish the wing and this part here. But that's how that turned out. The snow owl in its summer plumage. Yazzie, you're so cute.
Look at it.
So yeah, and then I'm gonna do try to get another drawing done for a giveaway tonight. I haven't done a giveaway for a while, and you know I like to do the giveaways.
I know you do, but you give them away to your detriment when you need to be auctioning those off. They're valuable, and I'm gonna keep fussing at you till you start auctioning more of them than you're giving away.
But I like doing the giveaways.
Right, but you like eating too, right?
Well, yeah, that's good sometimes.
Yeah, right. Guys, he's being all sweet now. Oh. Uh-oh. Pinched his toe. Oh. Let's see. Well, Pam, I guess we'll go down. We'll stop. Yazzie, stop. I'll be petting you all evening. Last thing. I'll let you draw. That was really nice having Terry come up. I enjoyed that. Yep. Terry knows his stuff. I always learn something. Always, every time he talks about fish. So. It's kind of like a Chewy lunatic fridge. I'm reading what he's talking about losing Victorian cichlids. So, all right, Pam. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for having me up.
I'll see you at 9, I guess, and then it'll.
Yeah, I gotta set up my stream yet, but I gotta get some photographs of the seagull and the deal to put on my thumbnail, and I haven't done that yet. But I will.
All
so
right. Later, everybody.
And I'll see you at Dan's. Bye, guys.
Yazzie's waving. He's not. He's trying to make me rub his belly. Yazzie. Bye. Thanks, everybody.